Hello! Today I'm going to be showing you some positions and some poses that help with gas relief, as well as pressure in the abdomen to help relieve that. The first one is going to be a seated spinal twist. For that, we're going to come to a seated position on the floor. Legs are crossed in front. Left hand's going to reach over to right knee. Right hand is going to reach behind us. And during this, we're going to want to twist a little bit further into it with each exhale. We're going to want to take some deep breaths through our abdomen, expanding that abdominal area. So taking deep breath here. Walking my hand back just a little bit further behind me. Trying to look over that back shoulder. Twisting my abdominals. Hold it here. And slowly release it back to the front. Coming around to the other side now. Right hand comes to left knee. Left hand's reaching back. And we're going to continue to twist a little bit deeper with each of those exhales. This is kind of like wringing out our organs, kind of twisting everything down and out. Looking behind that shoulder. Hold it here. And slowly bring it back to the front. Good. Our next pose is going to be child's pose. For that, we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. Knees are about hip width apart. Hands are a little bit further in front of our shoulders. And we're just going to lean back, sitting onto our heels here. Should feel pressure from your legs on your abdomen. From here, if you can come all the way down, rest your head on the floor. Go ahead and relax into this position here. If it's more comfortable, you can bring your arms to your side. Forehead's on the floor. If you want, you can use a mat or a towel here under your head. Taking those big abdominal breaths. And try to relax. If you want to, you can add more pressure to your abdomen by putting fists under your stomach between your legs and then coming down into it. The more pressure you put on, the more it's going to help push things along and help to relieve that gas pressure. Another option is raising your back end up. The gas is going to want to come to the highest point, so this is going to give it an easy exit. So whatever positioning is comfortable for you, just go ahead and relax into it. Taking those big, deep breaths. And you can stay here up to 5 minutes if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up and go into our next position, which is going to be a supine position spinal twist. So we're going to come down onto our backs. I'm going to extend my arms out to a T. Knees are bent, and I'm going to go ahead and rotate my hips over to the side. So I'm actually on the side of my hips here. My head's going to turn away from my knees and look out over that extended arm. We're going to hold it here. Taking those deep breaths through our abdomen. Relax, try to relax your body, your legs, your hips, your abdomen. Just relax, melt into the floor. This spinal twist might be easier or more comfortable for you than the seated spinal twist. Find what works for you. If you want to, you could do a straight leg position. You have your leg straight out in front and this leg extends over for a deeper twist. If that's comfortable, I'm going to go ahead and stay with my knees bent here. Again, you can enjoy this position for several minutes, however long you'd like to just stay here and relax. I'm going to go ahead and switch into the next position. We're just going to take our knees back through center and all the way over to the other side. And our head's going to turn away from our knees again, looking out over that extended arm. And relax here, taking those deep breaths through our abdomen again. Relaxing here, releasing all the tension in your body. Good, bringing our knees back to center. And we're going to go ahead and come up. Going into our next position, this is going to be done with either a bed or a couch. I've got a couch behind me here. We're just going to sit right in front of it. Legs are going to come up onto the couch or bed. And we're going to come down onto our back. From here, we're going to bring our right leg into our body. Arms are reaching up. We're just going to hug that leg into our stomach. Hold it here for about a minute. Again, we want to do our deep abdominal breathing. And I'm starting all of these exercises on my right side first. Your large intestine runs right to left. So doing your different positioning right to left is going to work best. You want to hold each side for a minute and then go ahead and release. Opposite leg's going to come in. And we're going to hug that in. And deep breaths. After a minute, we're going to release. If that helps, that's great. If you need a little additional help, you want to grab a rice bag of rice, something that's got a little bit of weight and size to it. I'm just using a round 2-pound ball here. Ideally, you'd want something flatter, but I'm going to use this for now. You're just going to place it on your abdomen, right below your leg. And again, we're going back to our right leg, bending and pulling it in with that additional pressure now. This is going to help everything move. Just going to hug that in again for a minute. Deep breathing again. After a minute, go ahead and release. Moving that weight over to the other side. Bringing that left leg down and hugging it in. Deep breaths. You want your weight to be under your rib cage, just right below your leg, in between your leg and your abdomen. Again, we're holding this for a minute and releasing. Also, after doing each side, you can do a double knee hug in. After you do right and left, you can do a double hug in without your weights. You can also do a double hug in with the weights after you've done right and left with those. Adding even more pressure. This should really move things for you. And if you've gone through that full cycle, things still are moving, go ahead and repeat the cycle. Right, left, together, right, left, weights, and together. Again, we're still taking those deep breaths here. Expanding the abdomen. And after the minute, go ahead and release. Removing your weight. And we're just going to come down to the side, rolling over to come up. And an alternative version of that is doing legs up the wall pose. I actually really enjoy that just for a relaxation technique. Go ahead and find some space on a wall. You want to sit right next to it. And we're going to rotate so our legs are right up against the wall. So position yourself, kind of wiggle around a little bit. Scooch your bum so it's right up against your wall. Legs are straight. Back is fully supported on the floor. This itself is a good relaxing pose, nice inverted pose here. There's some different stretches you can do. For our purposes today, we're just going to bend one knee, starting right leg again. Bend it down. The leg's going to be adding that pressure down onto your abdomen. And you just hold it here and relax. You might prefer this over the couch method. Either or, if you want to try both, find something that works for you. Again, hold it for about a minute and go ahead and return to straight legs. And we're going to go to our left leg, just bending the knee, foot sliding down the wall, and find a comfortable point of pressure for you. And go ahead and relax here. Again, taking some nice deep abdominal breaths. And we're here for about a minute. Then we're going to return our leg. If you want to stay here and relax, feel free to do that for several minutes. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead to get out of it. We're just going to roll to the side and come up on our hands and knees. That's the end of my demonstrations. Go ahead and try these out. Find something that works good for you. And hopefully you've enjoyed this.